Elite Gaming.
How you doing, guys? It's Andrew at Elite Gaming HQ, and in this video I'm going to pit my RX 480 versus Doom in Ultra settings. I'm going to show you now that everything is in Ultra and the game is in 1080p full screen, which is exactly what this card is designed for. Okay, so I got a couple things going on here. I have Doom running its actual performance meter. I have that set to medium. You could turn it all the way up to high. It just gives you more information and just fills the screen with information. We don't need all that. Mostly what we're worried about is frames per second. So I also added in fraps, but had fraps update once every second. So therefore, it's not like a slot machine like you have in the top right corner. But I feel that both of these together will give you a pretty good idea of what you're seeing and what kind of frames to expect from the RX 480 in Doom in Ultra. I heard some good news and some bad news about the RX 480. We could talk about that for just a second. So basically what I've heard is people are having a very decent time overclocking it, and that the hype is real, that the card is a beast. And you'll see in this video as it performs, the card really is a beast. It smashes Doom, which is a beautiful game to begin with, and I wasn't getting 80 frames per second to 100 frames per second on my old graphics card. But the bad is, apparently the card pulls more power from the PCI slot. So how that's bad is if you have a motherboard, let's say that's maybe a cheaper quality or an older one, it might actually hurt your motherboard because it's pulling more power than they originally thought it was. I don't know the exact number. I think I heard 13 watts. It was supposed to pull 66 watts, but it's pulling 13 more, so that's a pretty big increase. So what we're talking about here, guys, is the PCI Express slot. PCI Express slot's only supposed to pull 66 watts, and that's been a standard for a long time. And if it pulls more, it's possible that if you don't have good parts, that it could hurt your PC. It could hurt your motherboard, really. Now, most people that buy a card like this are going to overclock it anyway, and they're already built up with aftermarket parts, and they're expecting to pull more watts. But you should be wary that if you did buy this card and you put it into a system that is not capable of handling it, you could cause hardware problems, and that was the bad point. So what's awesome here is it's just beasting this game. Sometimes it dips into the 60s, sometimes it goes up into the hundreds, but I'm getting an average of 85 frames per second. I made sure I went outside so we'd get that atmosphere, those shadows, everything just at full force, and this card is just amazing. Now, I haven't done any overclocking or anything with it yet. I've just been playing around with it with a couple games. I wanted to put this out there, so in case you guys are, still thinking about buying it, maybe you could check out this video if you wanted to play Doom. I mean, Doom's new, it's graphically demanding, it's CPU demanding, and the card handles it well. So this was really like my first benchmark actually recording numbers to try to see. But overall, I'm pretty damn happy with these numbers. So the current system that this is in, the specs will be in the description, so you guys can weigh out all the other parts and kind of get an idea. And I'm going to have more videos on this card to come, so if you're new, subscribe. Otherwise, I'll catch you on the next one, and thanks for watching. This is Andrew at Elite Gaming HQ.
Just let me shoot you! No! I've tapped this button for years.
The shotgun wrecks people.
Surprise, motherfucker! I had body armor on.
Baited you!
Oh, I fucking had you!
You had nothing.
I pulled that
I
trigger.
let you think you had me.
Ugh.
I let you think it. That's all it was.
You thought what I made you think.
Exactly.